Hey, Shalom. Hope y'all are having a good one today. I know I already made a video on this, but I already know I can't upload, like an 18-minute video or something like that to Facebook. So I'll try to see if I can make this into maybe like a 4-minute video or something. So, being on Facebook, there is this epidemic going on. I don't know if anybody's really noticing it. I know I'm definitely noticing. The news stations, they're putting out stories about it. But there's an epidemic of missing young black women, missing black girls, especially down in the South. And it's been happening for months now. So I'm gonna just say it like this, just like I did on the YouTube video that I made. Me personally, when I see all that, when I keep seeing all these missing girls, missing girl, missing girl, missing girl, missing girl, to me personally, it's just absolutely heart-wrenching. And some people, they might look at me and be like, well, you ain't got no children. No, I don't got no children. But I do have a young sister, and she's just went off to college, But the thing is that growing up, she did not exhibit the behavior that actually is bringing a lot of these young girls to go missing. And what it is this. I just read this article. I've been reading, and there's this article that came out about 4 weeks ago about another young girl. And here's the details, because usually all you're seeing with these young girls is that they go missing. They say, hey, she went missing, and it was this area around this time, and that's it. You don't really get a lot of details. Well, this time you got details, and it's just like another story that I read where it's the details. She left the house. This girl is 16, black girl, leaves the house at night. The last time she's seen is on a surveillance camera walking down the street at 2:30 in the morning. And she has no cell phone. Now, I don't know why she's doing that, but I can tell you what right now. The way that she was raised is clearly wrong. The way that she was raised is clearly wrong. It happened same way to another girl that she disappeared in the middle of the night walking alone. And it's a pattern, because it's especially in the cities. So what is the issue? I can't say for every single situation, but I could say for a lot of situations, the parents are showing, or it could be a single parent, is showing that they really don't have love for the children. They don't really have care for the children. They don't have any discipline for their children. And these girls just wouldn't go up missing like that if they weren't walking around alone, if they weren't going out in the middle of the night, sneaking out in the middle of the night. And it's a behavior that is not being addressed towards the parents. The parents. Now, I'm hearing stuff where you'll have police officers and they'll say to the parents, make sure you tell your children that they're not going out, late at night. Make sure you tell your girls that they don't walk alone. That's the thing. My dad's a cop, and my little sister, she didn't go out alone like that. She might go out with her friends or something like that, and they'd be in a group, which today I don't even believe in that. I don't believe in a bunch of young girls getting in their little groups and then going and having a night out on town. That to me is insane. It's insane because you're just asking for something to happen to them, because it doesn't mean some boys can't still walk up to them and, hey, how you doing, shorty? Like all that. And then, or have some predator that's watching or something like that. But these young girls are going missing, and it's amazing that nobody is saying nothing about how these parents are just terrible parents. I mean, how on earth are you letting these young girls just go out on their own all the time? Now I heard about a 13-year-old girl. She went missing. She was in Philadelphia, where I'm at, and she was alone in the morning going to the bus, and I could already hear the excuses. Oh, well, children do that all the time. To hell with that. To hell with children doing that all the time. You're in Philly, and you're sending a 13-year-old early in the morning. I know guys that got mugged early in the morning, and you're sending them alone to the bus. Now she's gone. Well, how do I get them to school? Well, homeschool. Well, I can't really get the homeschooling done. Well, you know what? Someone is just going to have to grow a pair and actually work a bit more, and then actually the children could get homeschooled by the mom. Well, I don't, and it's just excuses. Well, maybe you just got to get out of the city. And then, of course, I understand there is the systemic racism that comes with perhaps the father is not there, or perhaps there's a single parent, or perhaps the father can't get a job or something like that, but they're actually trying. That's understandable. That's understandable, but that's where it really comes to repentance and actually drawing close to the Most High. But I digress. The thing is that nobody is talking to these parents and letting them know they're shitty parents. Letting them know that they don't love their children like they think they do. Letting them know that they are literally just throwing their children to the dogs like that. By just letting them go around doing whatever they want. And most of the time it's the mother's fault. Most of the time it's the mother's fault. Because you gotta think about it like this. What men out there do you know that are just totally cool on their own basis about letting these girls walk around alone? You see, that's the thing. There's a lot of shit men out there, but I really don't know a lot. I really, really don't know a lot that would actually just be cool with their daughters walking around alone if it wasn't for some coercement behind the scenes where, well, just let her go out with her friends. Just let her go out with her friends. That's what the moms would be saying. Just let her go out with her friends. She just wants to have fun. To hell with that. And then mom ain't even doing shit to actually teach them anything at home. You see, they wouldn't have to leave home and go out and do things if you were doing things with your children in the first place. What the hell ever happened to, just mom just staying home with her daughter and baking a pie? What about that? Because I remember my little sister doing that with her. She was a family friend, but we would call her an aunt. She would be doing that. She'd be doing certain things with mom. But in the ghetto, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. It is what it is. It's just freaking sad. It's so freaking sad. But that's the thing. I could only imagine what these girls are going through. Really, I could only imagine. Because everybody know right off the bat they're sex slaves. That's the number one thing with it. The number two thing that some people might not know as much about is organ harvesting. It's black market organ harvesting. And there's been a bunch of ex-drug dealers or current drug dealers that have been caught. And they admit on record that it is easier for them to go and capture someone and sell them for organ harvesting because they make a lot more money a lot quicker. So you got these young girls that are just totally defenseless, weak by nature, that they cannot defend themselves. So it's easy for these predators to grab them up. And it's just horrifying. But the first thing first is that it is the parents' fault for allowing their children to be opened up to those situations on a regular basis. And that's the thing, and that's what I think I'm really getting from the I was talking about on YouTube. I'll just leave it alone like that. My pastor, he's a real pastor, okay? He is a real pastor. He is a man of Yah, a man of the Lord, a man of God, right? The true creator, the true God, Most High. And he's been getting on about the fact that you already got these women walking around out alone at 4 a.m. One woman out 4 a.m. get the hell beaten out of her by this dude with a freaking gun. She ain't got shit. She got her cell phone. 4 a.m. Some bartender just starts wailing on her after he smacks her phone out of her hands. She smacks him. He starts beating on her. And they were arguing about something in the first place. But that's the thing, is that these young girls are doing the same thing that the mom is doing. Going out late. Doing behaviors that the mom has thought and learned and just continues to think is totally acceptable and okay, when it's not in the nature. It's not in the nature of real women to just be going out alone all over the place like that, but to actually be protected, to have a man with them or something. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not doing none of that. I know my ministry is at least righteous. I know that the leaders that I got are righteous, and tell the men and get on the men. You make sure you don't let your young girls go out here alone. They don't just go around in all these little groups. You will not see the young women in the ministry I'm in do none of that crap or disappear like that. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not happening. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I don't understand why people just cannot just call it out as it is like that. Nobody is saying, it's just dead silence out there. Alright, I probably talked for a long time on this. Yeah, I see it's a 14-minute video, but it's a bit shorter than the other one. So, hey, y'all have a good one. Shalom.